akan melanjutkan what we have studied in the previous meeting. Kita akan melanjutkan apa yang sudah kita pelajari sebelumnya. Moment, I will share your screen.
Halo.
Okay, we are going to discuss about answering negative expressions in TOEFL ya. Kita akan membahas tentang pertanyaan pertanyaan seputar kalimat negatif. Apa sih yang dimaksud dengan negative expressions to make sure that you will have no miscommunications related to this, memastikan bahwa teman-teman nggak ada kesalahan nih ketika ngomongin kalimat negatif. Maksudnya negative expression is actually ungkapan ya, ungkapan yang artinya atau konotasinya itu menggunakan negatif atau kalimat negatif ya. Nah, because it is negative expressions, jadi teman-teman harus fokus menemukan atau mendengarkan kalimat negatifnya dan conclude the meaning of those negative sentences. Teman-teman bisa menyimpulkan maksud dari ungkapan negatif ini apa begitu ya, supaya teman-teman tidak salah. Nah, ada 4 strategi yang teman-teman harus kuasai di dalam negative expressions. Yang pertama adalah understanding the strategy of negative expressions ya. As simple as bahwa teman-teman harus ngerti kalimat negatif itu dibagi menjadi 3 atau there are 3 of negative expressions. Yang pertama itu menggunakan regular negative atau kalimat reguler, negatifnya kalimat umum lah begitu ya. That is using not or nt. This one. Dia menggunakan not atau and, apostrophe atau tanda petik T. Tom is not sad about the result. Nah, contohnya adalah kalimat Tom is not sad about the result. Atau Tom isn't sad about the result. Nah, kalau kamu mendengar kayak gini, nanti jangan di jawabannya kamu cari yang ada not-nya juga gitu. Tadi dia ngomong not, kamu cari apa itu? Enggak. Nah, Tom is not sad about the result. Bisa jadi di dalam pilihannya nanti menjadi Tom is happy about the result. Kan? Jadi kebalikannya. Yang di dalam soal dalam bentuk negatif disampaikannya atau jawabannya dalam bentuk positif. Something like that. Jadi jangan terkecoh dengan kalimat not-nya terus kemudian wah berarti di pilihan jawabannya akan ada negatif juga gitu. Tidak seperti itu ya. It doesn't work like that. Lanjut yang kedua. That is other negative. Nah, other negative di sini maksudnya gimana? Maksudnya dia tidak menggunakan not, tapi menggunakan nobody, menggunakan none, nothing, never, atau nowhere. Yang artinya nobody itu kan tidak seorang pun. None itu artinya tidak ada. Nothing tidak ada juga sama ini. Never tidak pernah. Nowhere tidak dimanapun. Nah, model kalimatnya seandainya contoh nobody arrive on time. Nah, karena ada kata nobody, jangan terus kamu nanti cari, oh tadi dia ngomong nobody nih, cari yang no-nya mana gitu, enggak. Nah, kata nobody arrive on time on the audio, on the options can be everyone is late, let's say. Nah, kan dia bilang nobody arrive on time, nggak ada yang datang tepat waktu. Maka artinya sama dengan everyone is late, gitu ya. Itu yang pertama. Terus yang ketiga gitu ya. It's also can use the prefixes. Prefixes itu awalan. Ya kata imbuhan yang mana menunjukkan negatif. Bisa an, bisa in, bisa this, bisa im, begitu ya. Dia banyak awalannya. Contohnya an, in, and this. Contoh, the patient was insane. Pasiennya tidak waras gitu ya. Berarti bisa saja nanti di dalam pilihannya menjadi the patient was crazy gitu. Bisa begini. Begitu juga seandainya she is impolite. Nah, im itu kan tidak sopan. Berarti nanti artinya apa? That what you have to understand. Itu yang teman-teman harus apa namanya pahami. Kalau dia dinyatakan dalam kalimat negatif, ya, apapun ya negatif yang dia gunakan, maka kemungkinan besar jawabannya akan dalam bentuk positif. Begitu. Begitu juga sebaliknya, kemungkinan kalau dia dinyatakan dalam bentuk positif, bisa jadi jawabannya dalam bentuk negatif. It's like that. Dasar awalnya begitu. Kalau dia mengucapkan dalam bentuk negatif, belum tentu jawabannya dalam bentuk negatif. Bisa saja the answer can be in a positive or even the vice versa. Kalau soalnya dalam bentuk positif, bisa jadi jawabannya dalam bentuk negatif. Begitu. Oke, as example, how did they get to their grandmother's house in a month in only 5 hours? They didn't drive slowly on the trip to Maine. Narrator stated, what does the woman say about the trip? Nah, di sini kamu melihat ada regular negatif. Didn't drive slowly. Tidak berkendara dengan pelan. Jangan latah. Oh, tadi dia ngomong didn't. Maka kamu akan jawab didn't. Di sini nih. Totally salah. Didn't drive slowly to the trip to Maine. Beda artinya dengan they didn't drive to Maine. Sangat beda. Didn't drive slowly kan berarti tidak berkendara dengan pelan. Artinya ngebut. Maka kamu cari yang artinya ngebut mana. They wanted to travel to slowly to Maine. Tentu salah. They couldn't have driven more slowly. Dia tidak bisa lebih pelan. Berarti sangat pelan. Tentu nggak bisa. Salah. They drove rather quickly. Dia berkendara lumayan ngebut. Nah, ini menjadi pilihan jawaban yang bisa kamu pilih. That's the thing. Ya. Ini yang pertama yang teman-teman harus pahami. Is there any questions for the first materials? Is this clear? Apakah penjelasannya cukup jelas? Any questions? Can we continue? Bisa lanjut ya? Oke, nggak bisa lanjut aman. Kita lanjut. The second, pay attention to double negative expressions. Kita harus memperhatikan kalimat yang menggunakan double negative atau kalimat negatifnya ada dua. Maknanya jadi lebih perlu hati-hati dalam memahaminya. Nah, penggabungan duanya itu bisa macam-macam, teman-teman. Bisa double negative using negative words plus negative prefixes. Nah, ini kayak gitu. Contoh, he didn't like the unclean office. Ada didn't and ada unclean. Berarti kan dia tidak suka tidak bersih, kantor yang tidak bersih. Maka artinya dia suka kantornya bersih kan? Maka it means like clean office. Begitu ya. Harus hati-hati. He didn't like the impolite man. Misalnya gitu. Bisa jadi kamu cari artinya apa. He like polite man kan. Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, it's also possible using two negative verbs. Jadi dua kalimat negatif yang dihubungkan sehingga maknanya saling terkait. Contoh, it isn't snowing, so they aren't going to the mountains. Tidak turun salju, maka mereka tidak pergi ke gunung. Ya kan? Nah, if like that, kalau seperti ini, dia tidak turun hujan, maka tidak pergi. What it implies? Apa artinya? Artinya kalau turun salju, dia bisa pergi kan? Nah, so you just need to find it. It implies that they would go if it were snowing. Begitu. Dia akan pergi kalau seandainya turun hujan. Atau turun hujan salju ya, bukan hujan sembarang hujan. Ini hujan-hujan salju. Oke. Okay? Oke, that we continue. Yang ketiga, it's also possible to use neithers atau eithers. What does it mean? Gitu ya. Maksudnya not eithers atau neithers itu sama saja, artinya tidak kedua-duanya. Contoh, Sue didn't like the movie, neither did Mark. Ini berarti artinya Sue tidak suka film, neither did Mark. Artinya begitu juga si Mark. Sehingga bisa disampaikan bahwa kalau si Sue tidak suka, si Mark juga nggak suka, maka both didn't like atau did not like the movie. Something like that. How the applications on the exercise, it will be like this one. I can't believe the news that I heard about the concert. Well, it isn't impossible for the concert to take place. Then the narrator stated, what does the woman say about the concert? Okay, then we take a look. Karena dia bilang isn't, itu artinya tidak. Tidak mungkin. Isn't impossible for the concert to take place. Tidak mungkin untuk konsernya berlangsung. Berarti kan mungkin, karena tidak mungkin ya kan. So you have to find mana yang menunjukkan kemungkinan konsernya bisa berjalan. There is no possibility that concert will take place. Tentu salah, nggak ada kemungkinan, salah. The concert will definitely not take place. Konsernya jelas tidak akan berlangsung. Itu salah. The concert might take place. The concert bisa atau kemungkinan bisa berlangsung. So this is the answer. Ya, ini jawabannya. Itu yang teman-teman harus temukan. Ya, that's double negative. Ada 3 cara gabunginnya. Bisa digabungin antara apa? Regular negatif dengan suffixes, bisa using two negative verbs, bisa juga menggunakan neither or not ya, not either gitu ya. Yang teman-teman harus be familiar with those three. Harus familiar dengan tiga-tiganya. Lalu kita yang ketiga. Namanya almost negative expressions. Kalimat yang hampir negatif. Maksudnya hampir negatif itu apa? Seandainya ini adalah gelas lah gitu ya. Waduh, jangan-jangan. Ini terlalu bagus untuk menjadi gelas. Seandainya ini gelas. Gitu ya. Seandainya ini gelas. Nah, ini adalah gelas kosong. This is the empty glass. Maka ada airnya sedikit mungkin di sini. Nah, gitu kan. Nah, ini mau dibilang kosong, enggak, mau dibilang isi dikit banget. Nah, this is lah yang namanya almost negative. Nah, almost negative ini the asam ada beberapa identiknya. Almost apa dulu? Kalau almost none, hampir nggak ada. Biasanya menggunakan kata hardly, barely, scarcely, only. Ya, ingat-ingat, only, scarcely, hardly, barely. Ada 4 ya. There is hardly any food in the refrigerators. Hampir tidak ada makanan di kulkas. Berarti kalau ada pun sedikit. Almost never, artinya hampir nggak pernah. Contohnya rarely, seldom. He rarely drives to work. Dia sangat jarang nyetir ke tempat kerja. Ya, that's the thing. Itu yang contohnya. Now on the exercise. Sekarang kita contohnya. Were you able to pay the electric bill? I had barely enough money. What does the man imply? I had barely enough money. Nah, kalau ininya dihilangkan, kata barely-nya dihilangkan, kan tadi ada hardly, barely, scarcely, only. Kan ada 4 itu yang menunjukkan hampir negatif. Kalau kamu bilang I had enough money, aku punya cukup uang, berarti untuk membayar masih ada sisanya, ya kan? Tapi karena ada kata barely, berarti hampir tidak cukup uangnya kan? Hampir tidak cukup. So, kamu cari yang maknanya hampir tidak cukup itu apa? Yang A, he had plenty of money for the bill. Tentu enggak, hampir enggak cukup kok banyak itu. He did not have enough money for the bill. Dia punya, hampir enggak cukup. Bukan enggak punya juga, dia punya, tapi hampir enggak cukup gitu kan. He paid the bill but has no money left. Inilah yang benar. Dia bisa bayar billnya tapi tidak tidak ada uang sisa setelahnya. Itulah yang disebut dengan hampir nggak cukup. Bisa bayar tapi nggak ada sisa gitu kan. That's a thing. Itu hampir nggak ada. Almost none digunakan dengan barely enough money. Hampir tidak cukup uang. Something like that. Oke, itu yang ketiga. Yang keempat bagaimana? Adalah negative with comparative. Kadang kalimat negatif ini digunakan dalam comparison atau perbandingan. Supaya apa? Supaya teman-teman sebenarnya salah mewarnai. Contoh, kan biasa kamu mengenal kalimat perbandingan yang tambahannya ER di begini ya. Jadi tambahin R gitu ya untuk kata adjektif. Contoh tall menjadi taller, artinya lebih tinggi. Short menjadi shorter. Nah, ini ketika ditambahkan dengan kalimat negatif, itu bisa menjadi membingungkan. Contoh begini. He couldn't be happier. Nah, ini jangan kamu artikan dia tidak bisa bahagia. Dia tidak bisa lebih bahagia gitu artinya. Bukan seperti itu maknanya. He couldn't be happier. Dia tidak bisa lebih bahagia karena apa? Karena it's the top. This is the highest of his happiness. Berarti ini udah paling bahagia, mentok-tok gitu kan. Maka artinya menjadi he is extremely happy. Maka kalau kamu ditanya atau orang nanya, kamu nanya kamu, orang nanya kamu, how are you? Terus kemudian kamu menjawabnya adalah never been better. Never been better itu bukan berarti kamu nggak pernah lebih baik atau kamu nggak pernah baik gitu ya. Never been better itu artinya kamu sangat baik sehingga belum pernah sebaik ini begitu. That's the meaning. How you conclude it. Bagaimana kamu bisa menyimpulkan itu. Never been better jangan diartikan, wah kasihan nih dia nggak baik gitu. Never been better artinya dia belum pernah sebaik ini. Sehingga itu sangat luar biasa kabarnya begitu. Oke, bisa digunakan juga menggunakan more ya. Ini untuk komparatifnya. Contoh, more expensive, more beautiful kalau kalimatnya panjang. Nah, ketika digunakan menjadi examples, no one is more beautiful than she is. No one is more beautiful than she is. Ini kan sebenarnya cuma pengen ngomong she is the most beautiful kan. Nggak ada orang yang lebih cantik loh daripada dia. Berarti dia paling cantik. Begitu. Nah, you have to understand this. Contohnya, what do you think of the new students in the math class? No one is more intelligent than she is. What does the man say about the new student? No one is more intelligent than she is. Nggak ada seorang pun yang lebih pintar daripada dia. Berarti dia apa? That's yang terpintar kan? Ya kamu tinggal cari mana yang artinya terpintar. She is not very smart, salah. He is smarter than she is, salah. Other students are smarter than she is, salah. She is the smartest students in the class. Begitu memaknainya. Nah, those on negative, teman-teman. Itulah kalimat negatif di semua sesi yang kita punya. Ya. Now, do you have any questions with the negative expressions? Apakah teman-teman ada pertanyaan untuk kalimat negatif? Negative expressions, is there any questions? Ada pertanyaan? Aman? Aman ya? Kita bisa praktis? Oke, nice kalau bisa praktis. Oke, please turn on, make sure the audio equipment, you prepare it better. Teman-teman bisa menyiapkan audio equipment-nya. Kalau lagi di tempat ramai bisa pakai headset. Kalau lagi nggak kondusif bisa menyingkir sebentar untuk these practices. Kita akan practice listening, everyone. Ada 10 soal, gitu ya. Ada 10 soal. Nah, di practice ini kita akan coba dengerin soalnya 2 kali. Nah, dengerin soalnya 2 kali, ekspektasi kita apa? Teman-teman bisa menjawab pertanyaan itu dengan uh, score rate kurang lebih 80%. Jadi kalau ada 10 soal, nanti harapannya teman-teman bisa benar 8 dengan 2 kali repetitions ya. Kita coba tes. With a moment. Siap-siap ya. Oke, I will turn off my video to get you more focus. And I will turn off my audio also to get you more focus. And it will only have 14 seconds to answer each after it's played twice. Jadi teman-teman, hanya ada waktu sekitar 14 detik untuk menjawab setelah soal di play 2 kali. Ya, maka pastikan teman-teman menjawab dengan benar dan setelahnya nanti teman-teman harus mengirimkan jawabannya di chat. Oke, let's start it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
How was the physics exam?
It wasn't quite as bad as the last one.
Number 1. What does the woman say about the physics exam?
How was the physics exam?
It wasn't quite as bad as the last one. Dr. Martinez seems a bit more nervous than usual.
He does, doesn't he? See how he's shuffling his papers on the podium?
I think he seldom speaks to such large audiences.
Number 2. What does the woman say about Dr. Martinez?
Dr. Martinez seems a bit more nervous than usual.
He does, doesn't he? See how he's shuffling his papers on the podium?
I think he seldom speaks to such large audiences.
Forgive me for troubling you this morning. I hated having to call you so early.
It wasn't inconvenient at all. I was already up.
Number 3. What does the man imply?
Forgive me for troubling you this morning. I hated having to call you so early.
It wasn't inconvenient at all. I was already up.
I can't believe that you were the one out of all those candidates to be hired.
No one could have been more astounded than I was.
Number 4. What does the woman mean?
I can't believe that you were the one out of all those candidates to be hired.
No one could have been more astounded than I was. Do you want me to water the houseplants while you're gone?
No, just the outside plants. You can use the sprinkler for the lawn.
Number 5. What does the man tell the woman?
Do you want me to water the houseplants while you're gone?
No, just the outside plants. You can use the sprinkler for the lawn.
Back from the laundromat already? You weren't gone very long.
The change machine wasn't working, and I didn't have quarters for the washing machine.
Number 6. What does the woman mean?
Back from the laundromat already? You weren't gone very long.
The change machine wasn't working, and I didn't have quarters for the washing machine.
Back from the laundromat already? You weren't gone very long.
The change machine wasn't working, and I didn't have quarters for the washing machine.
How did your speech go in history class?
It could have been better, and it could have been worse.
Did the professor say anything to you about it?
She said that I seemed well prepared, but that she could barely hear what I said.
Number 7. What did the professor say about the man's speech?
How did your speech go in history class?
It could have been better, and it could have been worse.
Did the professor say anything to you about it?
She said that I seemed well prepared, but that she could barely hear what I said.
How did your speech go in history class?
It could have been better, and it could have been worse.
Did the professor say anything to you about it?
She said that I seemed well prepared, but that she could barely hear what I said.
How did your speech go in history class?
It could have been better, and it could have been worse.
Did the professor say anything to you about it?
She said that I seemed well prepared, but that she could barely hear what I said.
Sorry I was a bit late getting to the study group last night.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
The directions couldn't have been plainer. I just got a late start.
Number 8. What does the woman mean?
Sorry I was a bit late getting to the study group last night.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
The directions couldn't have been plainer. I just got a late start. Sorry I was a bit late getting to the study group last night.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
The directions couldn't have been plainer. I just got a late start.
you want to have lunch in the school cafeteria, or would you prefer to go somewhere off campus?
I don't have too much time for lunch, but I still wouldn't mind trying someplace other than the cafeteria.
Number 9. What does the man mean?
Do you want to have lunch in the school cafeteria, or would you prefer to go somewhere off campus?
I don't have too much time for lunch, but I still wouldn't mind trying someplace other than the cafeteria.
Has Byron decided whether he would accept the nomination as class treasurer again this semester?
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it.
Number 10. What does the woman say about Byron?
Has Byron decided whether he would accept the nomination as class treasurer again this semester?
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it.
Okay, it's finished, guys. Please send your answer number 1 till number 10. Silakan teman-teman kirimkan jawaban uh, nomor ini. Nomor 1 sampai 10. Oke. Tadi ada yang error ya, keputar banyak. So sorry. Oke, so since some keputar lebih banyak dari 2 kali, it will be, harusnya teman-teman lebih banyak benernya ya. We mulai dulu ya dari Suraya Ainun Lestari. Number 1, prepare yourself.
How was the physics exam?
It wasn't quite as bad as the last one.
Number 1. What does the woman say about the physics exam?
Suraya, your answer is D. Kenapa coba?
Karena di suaranya itu perempuannya itu bilang it's not as bad as kayak gitulah, Sir.
Oke,
Nah,
it
di situ
wasn't
saya
as bad
nangkepnya,
as the last one.
ya, nah, di situ saya nangkepnya slightly easier.
Oke, so check, tidak sesusah sebelumnya. Very nice. It was only slightly easier than an earlier test. Ya. Thank you, it's get correct. Kita ke Ranti for number 2.
Dr. Martinez seems a bit more nervous than usual.
He does, doesn't he? See how he's shuffling his papers on the podium?
I think he seldom speaks to such large audiences.
Number 2. What does the woman say about Dr. Martinez?
Saya jawabnya yang B, sir.
Why?
Karena kedengarannya sih si Dr. Martinez tuh biasanya nggak pernah dapat audiensi yang sebanyak yang sekarang gitu, yang diomongin itu.
Okay, let's check. Mistaken. Ari, your answer number 2 is A. Why? Kenapa?
Si perempuannya tadi ngomong kayaknya dia nggak biasa depan orang banyak, bukan begitu sih? Kayaknya gitu sih.
Okay. He seldom to speak, ya, in such large audience. Dia jarang berbicara atau ngomong di depan audiens sebesar ini. Seldom berarti not usual, ya, tidak usual, tidak terbiasa. Harusnya benar. Nah, that's the correct one. Seldom is not usual. Seldom kan jarang, artinya tidak terbiasa. Very nice, Ari. Next, we go to Rafasha Aulia for number 3.
Forgive me for troubling you this morning. I hated having to call you so early.
It wasn't inconvenient at all. I was already up.
Number 3. What does the man imply?
Apa, Aulia?
Okay, my answer is C, because he said it wasn't inconvenient at all. And this morning the man already wake up. Jadi my answer is C.
The call didn't bother him, ya. Very nice. Betul, ya, karena dia tidak mengganggu karena Anda bangun. So didn't bother him, inconvenient at all. I was already up. Nggak ganggu, aku udah bangun. Very nice. Thank you. Lydia for number 4.
My answer.
I can't believe that you were the one out of all those candidates to be hired.
No one could have been more astounded than I was.
Number 4. What does the woman mean?
Lydia.
My answer is B. Itu aku dengarnya dari si ceweknya itu bilang dia juga heran.
Dia juga heran, aku juga heran banget ya, nggak ada yang lebih heran daripada aku gitu kan ya. Let's check. Very nice. Cool. Okay. We continue to Restu for number 5.
Do you want me to water the house plants while you're gone?
No, just the outside plants. You can use the sprinkler for the lawn.
Number 5. What does the man tell the woman?
Restu.
B, sir.
B.
Iya.
Kenapa?
Tadi ada spherical.
Aduh, hati-hati loh. Kalau disebutin sama kemungkinan salah. Let's check. Remembers yang pertama kemarin kita lihat kalau kosakata yang dia omongin kok malah sama persis dengan bacaan yang kamu dapetin di soalnya, itu kemungkinan besar salah. So don't use it. Nah, kita compare to Suraya Ainon. Number 5. Your answer is B juga. Oke. Coba dengerin sekali lagi, teman-teman boleh dijawab apa coba?
Do you want me to water the house plants while you're gone?
No, just the outside plants. You can use the sprinkler for the lawn.
No, ya, just the outside. Berarti kalau just the outside tidak not to water the inside. Gini jawabannya. Ya, that's the thing. No, just the outside. Berarti jangan yang di dalam, di luar aja. Oke, Suraya then number 6, Suraya Ainan Lestari. Prepare yourself.
Back from the laundromat already? You weren't gone very long.
The change machine wasn't working, and I didn't have quarters for the washing machine.
Number 6. What does the woman mean?
Suraya.
Iya, kalau yang ini saya jawabnya C karena woman-nya bilang dia tuh butuh change to finish. Saya nangkepnya dia butuh change lagi untuk finish their laundry. Sebenarnya ini agak tricky ya, Sir, karena aku mikirnya yang jawabannya itu A. Machine was broken. Tapi kalau didengar terus-menerus itu kayak lebih cocok yang C. Gitu.
Oke, the change machine wasn't working itu tuh bukan berarti mesinnya rusak. Maksudnya mesin yang untuk naruh kembalian koin itu tuh nggak berfungsi. Makanya dia bilang I don't have quarters, aku nggak punya uang pecahan untuk laundry, jadi harus ganti gitu kan. That's a thing. So your answer get it correct. Jangan dijawab yang the washing machine was broken, karena yang broken bukan mesin cucinya, tapi alat yang untuk naruh koin atau uang recehnya itu loh. That's correct ya. She need change to finish doing the laundry. Oke, dia butuh uang receh untuk nyelesain laundry. Oke, kita continue to number 7 to Ranti.
How did your speech go in history class?
It could have been better, and it could have been worse.
Did the professor say anything to you about it?
She said that I seemed well prepared, but that she could barely hear what I said.
Number 7. What did the professor say about the man's speech?
Yang B, Sir. Karena tadi ada bilang barely didn't hear. Barely hear, nggak terdengar gitu.
Barely
Hampir
hear,
nggak terdengar.
hampir nggak dengar gitu ya. Berarti dia butuh.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's nice. We go to Ari for number 8.
Sorry I was a bit late getting to the study group last night.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
The directions couldn't have been plainer. I just got a late start.
Number 8. What does the woman mean?
Jawaban saya B, Sir. Kayaknya ya.
Kenapa?
Planner kayaknya maksudnya apa? Tanya apa? Jelas, cuman dia telat berangkat.
Oke, couldn't been planners, berarti nggak bisa lebih jelas, itu sangat jelas berarti ya. Let's recheck. Very nice. The directions were very straightforward, cuman dia telat ya. The directions couldn't been planners, artinya petunjuk arahnya itu sangat jelas, cuman aku aja yang telat gitu. Very nice, Ari. Got it correct. Rafasha and Aulia, number 8.
Do you want to have lunch in the school cafeteria, or would you prefer to go somewhere off campus?
I don't have too much time for lunch, but I still wouldn't mind trying someplace other than the cafeteria.
Number 9. What does the man mean?
Jawaban saya C. Karena tadi si cowoknya itu bilang dia sebetulnya nggak punya waktu banyak buat lunch, tapi dia nggak keberatan buat nyoba di luar kafetaria.
Oke, cek. Very nice. He doesn't have enough time, tapi dia nggak mau makan di kampus ya, karena dia wants to try another place other than cafeteria, berarti mau nggak mau makan. Very nice, that's good understanding. Lanjut kita ke Lydia, the last, number 10.
Has Byron decided whether he would accept the nomination as class treasurer again this semester?
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it.
Number 10. What does the woman say about Byron?
Sorry sir, bisa diulang soalnya.
Oke.
Has Byron decided whether he would accept the nomination as class treasurer again this semester?
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it.
Oke, apa artinya Lydia? Lydia, you're muted maybe? Belum ada suaranya Lydia.
Sebenarnya kurang jelas aku dengarnya, tapi mungkin dari kalimat terakhir si cewek gitu, kayaknya di.
Kayaknya D. Oke, kita compare dulu dengan Restu ya. Restu, your answer is C. Mau ganti atau tetap C? Restu?
Tetap sir.
Tetap C ya, antara D dan C. Oke, kita cek yang C dulu. Teng teng. Yang D kita cek. Teng teng. Aduh. Coba teman-teman dengerin sekali lagi. Bisa nggak teman-teman jawab ini? Let's check.
Has Byron decided whether he would accept the nomination as class treasurer again this semester?
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it.
He hasn't said he wouldn't do it. He hasn't said he wouldn't do it. He hasn't said he would do it. Berarti apa kalau kayak gini nih? He hasn't said he wouldn't do it. Apa artinya? Dia belum bilang kalau dia nggak mau. Ya, apakah artinya B kalau kayak gitu? Artinya adalah A, karena belum bilang. Belum bilang berarti non-committal gitu ya. Kalau he hasn't said he wouldn't do it, belum bilang belum kalau nggak mau, makanya non-committal. Like that, it's double negative. Nah, double negative itu sometimes agak susah teman-teman untuk memahaminya. Like he hasn't said he wouldn't do it, teman-teman juga agak susah kan memahaminya. Perlu tak translate atau perlu ditranslate dulu baru get gitu teman-teman. Wouldn't say, hasn't said, wouldn't do it, nggak mau. Belum bilang kalau nggak mau. That's the thing. Dari 10 soal teman-teman benar berapa? But looking at kayaknya benarnya lebih banyak daripada kalau di play cuman sekali ya. Nah, since I saw teman-teman ada perbaikan kalau diulang banyak. It means it's a matter of how you improve the sensitivity of your brain, of your brain works-nya. Teman-teman tinggal mempertajam aja sense dari teman-teman. Diulang-ulang mendengarkannya supaya get it, get it the context. Berarti teman-teman udah punya bahasa Inggrisnya, cuman belum memahami konteksnya di dalam TOEFL. Tinggal diulang, nanti bisa lebih meningkat signifikan kayak gitu. Teorinya udah nangkep, cuman belum aplikasinya belum sensitif. Like that. Kita akan lanjut lagi, teman-teman, on the skills ya. Kita akan kejar skillnya. Wait a moment. Now we go to the functions of expressions. Kita akan mempelajari the functions of expressions. Arti dari sebuah ungkapan. There are some, ya, ada beberapa expressions yang teman-teman harus pahami. Pertama adalah expressions of agreement. Ya, expressions of agreement artinya teman-teman harus nih memahami sebuah pernyataan persetujuan. It's simple ya, pernyataan persetujuan. What does it mean? Apa maknanya? Maksudnya adalah ketika gitu ya, orang menyetujui untuk positive agreement. Jadi ada orang yang menyampaikan dalam bentuk kalimat positif, lalu dia disetujui. Menyetujuinya bagaimana? You have to get used to. Teman-teman harus get used to, paham. Contoh, I enjoy reading non-fiction books. Terus dijawab, so do I, gitu ya. Dijawab, so do I. What does it mean? Apa artinya kata so do I itu? So do I berarti aku juga. It means agree, setuju gitu kan. I am really hungry now. So am I. Itu artinya juga aku juga. I forgot to bring my jacket. Me too, aku juga. I think we need to change our holiday plans. I'll say, begitupun gitu ya aku, begitupun. I should smoke less, isn't it? Bukankah begitu gitu ya. Aku harus kurangi rokok nih, bukankah begitu? Artinya aku setuju kalau kamu mau mengurangi rokok. She is in a bad mood. You can say that again. Kamu benar, artinya kayak gitu. Nah, makanya ketika mereka menyatakan ini dengan expression sini, teman-teman harus be familiar with this gitu ya. Artinya as simple as they agree atau they share the same opinion, they are on the same boat. Cari kata-kata atau kalimat yang menyatakan bahwa mereka setuju atau paham, sama gitu ya, understanding-nya. Like that. Oke, kita lanjut di berikutnya. Lanjut nih, berikutnya adalah negative agreement. What does it mean? Artinya adalah ada orang ngomong dengan kalimat negatif, dia nyetujuin gitu. I don't like the taste of the cake, neither do I. Artinya aku juga nggak suka gitu ya. This is the negative. She hasn't finished the assignment yet. Kalimatnya negatif ya, sampaiin kalimat negatif. I don't either. I don't either artinya berarti aku juga belum belum selesai juga begitu. That's the same begitu. Nah, aplikasi dalam soalnya gimana gitu ya. Ini expressions yang menunjukkan kalau mereka tuh sama, setuju. Share someone's opinion, be of the same mind, support the idea, no doubt about it, have the same idea, go along with something. Itu artinya setuju semua, artinya setuju. Betul gitu, setuju. Kita contoh. I think that a hypothesis is indefensible. So do I. What does the woman mean? So do I. Berarti setuju. Cari aja yang mana artinya sama gitu ya. Setuju. She is unsure. Hippopotamus is behind the fence? No. She thinks that the hypothesis can be defended? No. She agrees with the man. As simple as that. Jadi kamu tinggal mencari expressions mana yang menunjukkan persetujuan. And the next kita lanjut ya. Contoh negative agreements-nya gitu ya, negative expressions agreement. I don't think that our history teachers is very interesting. Neither do I. Nah, ini tadi dia bilang, I don't think that our history teachers is very interesting. Neither do I. Berarti dia setuju kan gitu ya. Cari. He disagrees with the woman. Enggak dong. He thinks the history teacher is interesting. Bertentangan gitu ya. He shares the woman's opinion. Dia setuju dengan pendapatnya si perempuan. Like that. Itulah yang disebut dengan positive and negative agreement. Ya, the expressions of agreement. Teman-teman paham. Lanjut, attentions to expressions of uncertainty and suggestions. Uncertainty and suggestions means ketidakpastian dan saran. Kamu harus bisa membedakan. Kalau uncertainty biasanya menggunakan kata-kata semacam ini. Isn't it? Atau question tag gitu ya. Kalimat positif jadi negatif. Kalimat negatif jadi positif di akhirnya kayak gitu. As far as I know. As far as I can tell. I'm not sure. It's highly atau very unlikely. Ini artinya uncertainty. Contoh gitu ya. Dibandingin dulu dengan, saya kasih contoh dulu. Seandainya kamu bilang gini, as far as I know, she has a new car. Nah, maka kamu tidak boleh menjawab bahwa she has a new car doang. Nggak boleh. Kamu harus membuat kalimat yang tidak pastinya. Bisa saja, bisa jadi he predicted that the girl has a new car, kayak gitu. Harus ada kalimat yang menunjukkan itu tuh nggak 100% benar, baru asumsi doang, baru uncertain doang, kayak gitu. Itu kalau uncertainty. Nah, kalau saran itu simple. Dengan menggunakan why don't, let's, should, could, itu tuh artinya saranin. Tinggal kamu menyimpulkan sesuai yang dia saranin. Why don't we go out tonight? Berarti you have to go out tonight. Let's buy some sandwiches. So what to do next? Buy sandwich. You should tell the truth. So just tell it is what it is, gitu kan. We could go on picnic. So you can go to the picnic. Nah, ini kalau diaplikasikan dalam soal, contohnya, do you know anything about the final exams in physics? It's going to be rather difficult, isn't it? Nah, ini kan ada question text. Ini it's going to be rather difficult, isn't it? Gitu ya. Bukankah akan jadi sedikit lebih sulit? Karena dia uncertain, dia nggak yakin. Uncertainty itu kan tidak pastian atau ketidakyakinan. Maka carilah jawaban yang ada kata tidak pastinya. Maka kamu jangan jawab A. The exam is not going to be difficult, tentu salah. Atau bahkan B juga salah, karena dia terlalu yakin. She is positive that it's going to be hard. Enggak, karena dia baru nggak yakin, baru uncertain. Maka kamu cari yang berkaitan dengan ketidakyakinan. She thinks that it might be hard. Dia pikir bisa lebih, ya, atau mungkin lebih sulit. Nah, ini yang kamu pilih. Karena nggak 100% yakin, baru mungkin dia pikir, atau dia pikir kemungkinan akan lebih sulit. Dia kira akan lebih sulit. Begitu. Itu uncertainty. Carilah kalimat yang tidak 100% yakin. Begitu. Nah, ingat ya tadi uncertain itu as far as I know, as far as I can tell. Terus kemudian ada question text, itu jangan sampai teman-teman lupa. Kalau suggestions bagaimana? I'll never have time to type my papers tomorrow. Why not do it today? Why not do it today berarti nyuruh nyelesain sekarang. Ya cari yang do it today gitu kan, sama dengan itu. Finishing the paper today. Nah, ini langsung jawabannya. Itu ya, karena menggunakan why not. Atau you should, you could, gitu itu artinya saran. Begitu. Nah, terus kemudian terakhir, ini yang tersusah. There is emphatic expressions of surprise. Kenapa susah? Ya, karena teman-teman, ini nih soal yang mana mungkin teman-teman nggak paham maksudnya. Tapi kunci simpelnya, apa yang dia sampaikan maknanya kebalikannya. Oke. Maknanya kebalikannya. Contohnya begini, kalau kamu bilang, nah kan jadi, gitu. Kalau kamu bilang nah kan jadi, pastikan sebelumnya kan kamu berpikir itu nggak akan jadi kan. Jadi kalau kamu seandainya memprediksi bahwa aku nggak akan punya jet pribadi gitu ya, terus kemudian aku ternyata beli jet pribadi, kamu biasanya bilang, nah beneran beli gitu kan. Itu bukan karena kamu sebelumnya memprediksikan aku membeli, tapi sebelumnya kamu memprediksikan aku tidak membeli. Maka ketika aku membeli kamu terkejut sehingga bilang, "Nah, beneran beli." Kayak gitu kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia. Nah, di dalam bahasa Inggris kita sebutnya emphatic expressions of surprise. Dia akan menanyakan apa pikiran atau apa yang kamu prediksikan sebelumnya. Contoh, ada orang bilang gini, "Then he is here." Maka akan bertanya, what did the man thought before? Apa yang dipikirkan sama si laki itu sebelumnya? Karena dia bilang then he is here, maka sebelumnya pasti dia berpikir si laki-laki itu nggak di situ. Maka I thought he was not here. Kebalikannya begitu. Nah, itu juga ketika then you can go. I thought you couldn't go. Kamu nggak bisa pergi. Kebalikannya begitu terus. Then you do play tennis. Then you do play tennis. Berarti I thought you did not play tennis. Then she did read it. I thought she had not read it. Gitu. Then he has gone there. I thought he had not gone there. Intinya berlawanan. Apa yang dia sampaikan ekspektasi sebelumnya tuh nggak sama. Jadi begini, ini adalah masa lalu. Ini adalah masa lalu. Dia punya ekspektasi nih. Ini ada ekspektasi. Ekspektasi. Terus ini adalah masa sekarang. Ini adalah sekarang. Nah, ini adalah realitanya. Nah, ketika dia bilang sebelumnya mungkin berpikir gitu ya. Berpikir he is not here saja. Nah, sekarang sebelum jadi masa lalu ya, seandainya hari ini aku bilang, wah, he is not here nih. Dia nggak akan bakalan ada di sana. Nah, besok datang. Pas besok datang, ternyata dia ada di sana. Nah, dia di sini. Gitu. Makanya ketika aku bilang, nah, dia di sini, bukan berarti aku memprediksikan dia ada di sini, tapi malah bertentangan dengan sebelumnya. That's emphatic expressions of surprise. Kita kasih contoh. Ya, kita kasih contoh. Did you see Paul driving around his Mustang? Then he did get a new car. Then he did get a new car. Berarti, nah, dia beneran dapat mobil baru. Ekspektasinya bertentangan dengan itu, maka cari ekspektasi yang bertentangan dengan mendapatkan mobil baru. Berarti harusnya tidak mendapat mobil baru. Kamu cari. Paul would definitely get a Mustang. Salah. Paul did not know how to drive. Nggak ada nyambung. Paul did not like Mustang, nggak nyambung. Paul would not get a new car. Ini jawabannya. Jadi si man itu mengira bahwa Paul nggak akan mendapatkan mobil baru, tapi ternyata Paul dapat. Maka dia bilang, then he did get a new car. Nah, benar dapat kayak gitu. Nah, biasanya dicirikan dengan adanya then atau so. Dengan nada yang tinggi. Then he did get a new car. So she is here. Seperti itu. Kalau dia ngomong seperti itu, maka maknanya bertentangan dengan yang dia sampaikan. Cari aja kebalikannya. Like that. This the three things. Ya, 3 hal. Kita akan coba doing the exercise untuk mungkin teman-teman bisa dapat gambaran. Tapi karena waktunya tidak lama lagi, kita akan langsung satu soal diputar 2 kali, langsung cepet-cepetan jawab. Kalau 1 kali kamu udah bisa jawab, langsung ditulis jawabannya, kirim di chat. We go started by now.
Dr. Brighton's biology quizzes are short and tricky.
Aren't they, though?
Number 1. What does the woman mean?
Dr. Brighton's biology quizzes are short and tricky.
Aren't they, though?
Oke, karena dia bilang are they though. Are they itu sama dengan so am I, so do I, me too. It's agreement. Ya, cari yang menyetujui. Maka agrees with the man adalah jawabannya. Like that. Are they though, to be-nya cuman like that. Nice. Number 2.
I've been trying all morning to get hold of Martin, but his phone is constantly busy.
Why don't you wait a while and then try again later?
Number 2. What does the woman suggest to the man?
I've been trying all morning to get hold of Martin, but his phone is constantly busy.
Why don't you wait a while and then try again later?
Why don't you wait a while and try again later? Why don't you wait a while and try again later? Kenapa nggak kamu tunggu? Ya, dan coba lagi nanti. Ya kan? Why don't you wait a while? Tunggu dan coba lagi nanti. Maka artinya itu menyarankan ya ditunggu aja, dicoba lagi nanti gitu. Postponing his call to more than. Intinya kalau ngeblank jangan apa namanya? Yang quite similar itu malah dijawab yang itu ya. Trying jangan dijawab. Kita coba lagi. Semakin memang skillnya semakin ke atas semakin membingungkan ya. Let's go.
Has Arthur made any headway on his resume?
Not as far as I can tell.
Number 3. What does the woman mean?
Has Arthur made any headway on his resume?
Not as far as I can tell.
Cuma satu. Dan 2 yang jawab C. Kita cek C. Dong. Nah, it appears. Apakah benar? Kita listen once more ya, teman-teman, untuk meyakinkan.
Has Arthur made any headway on his resume?
Not as far as I can tell.
Not as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell. Uncertainty. Cari mana yang enggak 100% yakin. Arthur has not applied for a job. Tentu dia terlalu yakin bilang itu. Ada yang mana? It appears. Itu sepertinya bahwa si Arthur belum progress. It appears. Like it seems. Itu sepertinya. Kelihatannya. Gitu kan. That's not yakin. Kayak ngegosip gitu loh teman-teman. It seems like you are busy. It seems like she likes you. Gitu. Nggak yakin gitu kan artinya. It seems, it appears, I believe, I think. Walaupun believe artinya yakin, itu tuh ketika dia bilang I believe artinya uncertain ya. Jangan dikira nanti believe itu udah 100%. Enggak. Kita next, number 3.
How did you find out your grade on the paper?
I went to see the professor in her office at 3 o'clock.
So she was in her office this afternoon.
Number 4. What had the man assumed about the professor?
How did you find out your grade on the paper?
I went to see the professor in her office at 3 o'clock.
So she was in her office this afternoon.
Satu orang yang menjawab barusan. Kita kasih dengar sekali lagi kali ya.
How did you find out your grade on the paper?
I went to see the professor in her office at 3 o'clock.
So she was in her office this afternoon.
So she was in her office this afternoon. Berarti, karena dia bilang so she was in her office, ekspektasinya berkebalikan. Berarti dari positif ke negatif kan? She would not in her office. Kebalikannya dia di kantor, dia tidak di kantor. Very nice. Jawabannya B ya, teman-teman. Mantap. Lanjut kita nomor 5.
I'm so swamped with homework that I haven't worked out in a month.
I haven't either, and I can really feel it.
Number 5. What does the man mean?
I'm so swamped with homework that I haven't worked out in a month.
I haven't either, and I can really feel it.
Baru satu, we play it again.
I'm so swamped with homework that I haven't worked out in a month.
I haven't either, and I can really feel it.
I haven't either. I haven't either. Aku belum juga. Maka dia hasn't exercised recently. Harusnya sih benar. Nah dia bilang aku juga belum guys. He hasn't exercised. I haven't either. Aku juga belum. Begitu. That's we go number 6.
Do you know if Robert made the football team?
As far as I know, he's playing offense this year.
Number 6. What does the man mean?
Yang benar ini sekali putar jagoan. What will be your answers? Number 6. Tahlia, kenapa jawabannya A, Tahlia? Why, Tahlia?
Karena tadi kedengarannya dia uncertainty, sir.
Oke,
So,
menggunakan kata
as far as I know.
as far as I can tell ya. Saat kita
Yeah.
cek apakah A? Very nice. Mantap. Ya, betul karena uncertain. Tinggal kamu cari yang enggak certain. Very nice. That's good. Nah, listening itu teman-teman, kuncinya ada di keywordnya. Kalau you can understand the keyword, sisanya gampang. So, please make sure that you understood the keywordnya begitu. The last number ya, kita coba nomor 7. Waktunya mau habis.
According to the catalog, the school is closed next Monday for a holiday.
Then we don't have class on Monday. The catalog couldn't be wrong.
Number 7. What had the woman assumed?
Lydia kenapa D? Lydia. You're muted, Lydia. Wait.
Di kalimat terakhir aku dengarnya si cewek ini dia berasumsi kalau misalkan school would not be open on Monday kayak gitu karena katalog itu jarang salah gitu, selalu benar gitu.
Oke. Kita dengerin Tahlia, kenapa kamu jawab B, Tahlia?
Kita cari jawabannya yang bertolak belakang sama yang dia ini pikir tadi sih, Sir. Jadi
Kenapa
kayaknya jawabannya
mencari yang bertolak belakang?
karena ini yang tadi expression of apa tadi, Sir? Kayak dan
Expressions of
so
surprise.
ya.
Ya, dengan kata then, the catalog couldn't be wrong, itu artinya ya berarti salah gitu ya. Bertentangan. Dengan kata then, itu bertentangan. Sehingga kalau kamu jawab D sesuai, ini nggak bertentangan. They would not be open on Monday. Nah, karena dia bilang on the script, ya, then we don't have class on Monday. Dengan kata then we don't have class, yang bertentangan apa? That is would have class kan. Nah, begitu. Jadi the clue is the gaming score-nya. Di reading, di listening, clue-nya teman-teman jangan sampai mismatch gitu ya. Itu. Nah, jangan khawatir, teman-teman juga bisa take a look in in the class. There is also the exercises yang bisa teman-teman kerjakan on the post test. Ya, teman-teman tinggal repeat test as much as you want to do it. Dan kalau nanti di sesi terakhir juga bisa tak bagikan the applications that I use for practice for you, the book and so on that you need. Begitu, terima kasih banyak teman-teman sudah mengikuti kelasnya. This evening, it's gonna be the last tomorrow. Maaf waktunya telat sedikit berakhirnya. Semangat terus, semoga teman-teman sehat selalu. Hampir libur akhir tahun. Besok tinggal kelas terakhir. So see you tomorrow and have a good rest. Selamat beristirahat. Bye-bye everyone.
Sure.
Bye-bye. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Lam.